Doctor Who time and welcome to Liverpool. We're outside the World Museum. We're about to go in and see the temporary exhibition called Doctor Who Worlds of Wonder. I'm super excited. My long-suffering wife and I are hoping to learn about the science of Doctor Who. That's right, the science. But more importantly, we want to see the props and monsters. Now I'm hoping to see some classic foes like we've seen in the Doctor Who experience, some familiar faces there, but also a lot of new series stuff, including but not limited to the current era of the show, the 13th Doctor era. Let's get inside. Walking through those TARDIS doors, we were greeted with the first Doctor's TARDIS, lovingly recreated for the 50th anniversary docudrama, An Adventure in Space and Time. On the walls surrounding it was info on the TARDIS design over the years, from 63 until the current iteration, plus some blurbs on some of Doctor Who's greatest contributors, and a timeline of canonical Doctors. We were also greeted with an introductory video from Mark Gatiss.
I've never been anything quite like it.
You're absolutely right, Mark. Beside this, we found David Bradley's first Doctor costume as well. Entering the next room, we found a bunch of lovely props. Heading to the corner on the right, we found confession dials, a sonic trowel, sonic umbrella, the optician's glasses from Flatline, sonic sunglasses, the machine that goes ding when there's stuff, plus all the sonic screwdrivers to date, including River's one and the 11th Doctor's sonic cane. Next to these lovely display cases, we have some awesome robots, kicking off with the Scobo's Blitzer from Series 8's The Caretaker. Beside him, we have the much beloved Canine, missing his ears for some reason. Followed by the enormous K1 robot from the 4th Doctor's debut in season 12. Further around, we've got some lovely robot heads, including the Clockwork Droid mask from The Girl in the Fireplace, the host from Voyage of the Damned, an SV7 Vought robot head from The Robots of Death, Handles the Cyberman head from Time of the Doctor, and the animatronic Clockwork Man head from Deep Breath. Then opposite these we have the hideous but loving Crooked Man from Series 7's Hyde. The teeth on this thing look real and make it all the more creepy. To the left of this is another little display case featuring the Vortex Manipulator, plus the Doctor's teleportation bracelet. To the left of this is an actual scientist theorising about the viability of time travel. Then turning around we can see TARDIS panels from the 13th Doctor's TARDIS, and then, hello, it's Omega from Arc of Infinity. Taking a closer look, he's quite imposing, and it's quite a nice costume actually. Still, I prefer the original 3 Doctors version. Opposite him-ish was a darling voice changer. I resisted having a go to avoid looking like a pillock. Around behind Omega I found 4 spacesuits. The lovely orange one, that's featured many a time in the new series. Then next to that is the Vashta Nerada spacesuit from Series 4's Silence in the Library Forest of the Dead. Alas, the skull had fallen out of place, so it wasn't quite as scary as usual. Then we've got the Impossible Astronaut from the Series 6 opener, and also my favourite, the spacesuit from Oxygen. For me, this is the most interesting out of the 4, as I not only love the episode it's in, but I also love the design. It's just impeccable. It feels very real and lived in and futuristic compared to the others. Opposite these beautiful suits were some spaceship models as well, including of course a scale model of the TARDIS, but also the Nosferatu spacecraft from Dragonfire, plus Skagra's ship, and then the Think Tank space station. Both of these were used to complete the never broadcast Sharda with model shots and animation. Moving on to the next section, aside from more videos and boards explaining real life science in relation to Doctor Who, we found the Gadget robot, as I like to call it, from the Impeccable Waters of Mars 2009 special. A bit further along from him, we have another video with Mark Gatiss checking in, plus a full-size TARDIS prop. I, of course, had to get a photo with that. Then, around the corner from there, we were delighted to find the Fisher King from Series 9's Under the Lake Before the Flood 2-parter. I love this guy. Just a beautiful, imposing alien design. He was looking rather mopey with his head drooping down so much. It looked like I offended him in the photos I took with him. Opposite the Fisher King was a scale model of the 12th Doctor in an old-fashioned diving suit from Thin Ice. I hadn't actually appreciated part of the underwater sequence was shot with models. Scooting round him, we then hit the Monster Vault. Ooh, there's plenty to look at in here. Hang on, is that Dalek moving? Uh-oh. Gotcha, it's just me. Behind the Dalek, we have a Cyber Bonanza with the Cyber Controller from Series 2, and a load of classic Cyber heads from the 10th Planet, Will in Space, Revenge, Silver Nemesis, and an Attack Cyber Controller head. Oh look, it's Terry Malloy's Davros from the 80s as well, and a classic Dead Planet Dalek behind as well. Further round, we have some new series props, including the current 13th Doctor era. We've got a Dreg, some Sleeping Silence, a Flux on Taran, Warriors of the Deep and the Series 5 Silurian heads, the Sea Devil from the recent Easter special, the Girl in the Mirror from Human Nature / Family Blood, plus a classic Ice Warrior and the Ice Warrior Queen Araxa. I love her costume, got a snap with her of course. Then fortunately I wasn't taken out of my place in time and space by the neighbouring Weeping Angel. Next to her was a Cyber Map from Closing Time as well, where you can wiggle its tail. And surrounding that little chap was an exhibit about designing monsters with some early concept art. Heading out of there and round to the next room, you can see some exciting stuff over there, but first let's go and look in this cupboard of horrors. We've got a natural Ood head, a Maya head, a Pig Slave head, a Flood. A bit further down we've got Jabe, a Hath, a Whisperman, and a Dream Crab, or Cantrafari. Very cool, I need one of these at home. Going back to the other side of the room, we can see Carvanista's costume from Flux. I love the samurai inspired design of this. Then past him we have the Dalek Mutant from Resolution. And then a favourite of mine, the Teller from Series 8's Time Heist. Shame they don't display him with his eyes upright. He looks a bit goofy with them a bit limp. And then next to him we have a Spider Jam from Kill the Moon. Ugh. Opposite these lovely props you can see some lovely images of other Doctor Who monsters and a board about weird and wonderful things in nature. But let's move into the next room. Apart from a discussion video on actual science, we have some more lovely props to see. We've got an emoji bot from Series 10's Smile, lovely. Nardole and King Hydroflax heads from the Husbands of River Song Christmas special, a Tesselector antibody from Series 6 Let's Kill Hitler, a Kablam Man with some parcel boxes, Doctor Who's answer to Frankenstein, Morbius from the Brain of Morbius, as well as Bell's gadget from Flux, Tigme, and Novice Haim as seen in Gridlock. And surprise, behind me is an interactive Cassandra. She starts talking to you when you come near her.
It's me, Lady Cassandra, the last pure human. But please, no autographs. Don't even ask. It's undignified.
Further down, past some boards linking actual science to Doctor Who creatures, we have the face of Bo in all his mighty. He's a big un. Further down the corridor, there's an exhibit explaining all of Doctor Who's connections to Liverpool, which is a fun read. Plus, the last prop exhibit, the 13th Doctor's costume. The exhibition is then capped off with another lovely video with Mark Gatiss saying how awesome Doctor Who is. Right, let's head out to the shop. Thanks to all these people for the exhibition. Say hello to a lot of Worlds of Wonder branded clothing. I love these little tees showing the inside of a Dalek. I actually bought one for one of my mate's kids. Then there's some Eagle Moss figures, ceramics, other knickknacks and books as well, plus jelly babies of course. And that's the whole exhibition. I thoroughly recommend that you go and check out all those wonderful props yourself. For me it was such a thrill. I got such a thrill out of seeing them in person. And once I got there I just didn't want to leave. Now, we didn't really dwell on it in this video, but if you read all the boards and watch all the videos, you can actually learn some proper science as well. If you want to visit the exhibition, it is on in Liverpool until the end of October. But if that's too difficult for you to get to, then fear not, it was recently announced that the exhibition will be moving up to Edinburgh, which may be closer to you. It will be opening from the 9th of December 2022, and it will be there for 6 months until the 1st of May 2023. After that, hopefully the tour will continue, and the exhibition will move a bit further down south for us southerners, and maybe some other people can go and see this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not give it a like by clicking on that thumbs up button that's somewhere below the video somewhere. And if you have any questions about the exhibition, feel free to ask them in the comments below. If you want to support the channel and keep up to date with it, why not smash that subscribe button as they say, and also click on that notification bell. And if you want to hear more from me and my Doctor Who related antics, go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My Twitter handle is @WhoTimeUK and my Instagram is www.instagram.com/WhoTimeUK. Thanks again guys and girls for watching, and I'll see you in the next vid that's about the Flux filming locations in Liverpool. Bye!